So should we want to push the Zercher training forward the next level, we can start playing with Zercher squats and Zercher deadlifts. So now we get some plates on here. I'm going to use low ones for just crazy range of motion. And the pure Zercher deadlift would look like this. But we can do these as combinations. We don't have to be strict. This is more playful strength training. We do this after we've done our more intense things because we're not trying to hit high reps here. We just want to play and be safe. So we come low and we sit down as deep as possible and hook under the bar with our elbows. And then we straighten our knees as much as possible into a full hang. Now from here, we can straighten the spine and Zercher deadlift it up. So to bring this down all the way, again, we're going to hinge with the straight knees for the Zercher deadlift, or if we want to do the deep range with the legs, we come all the way down, touch the floor, straightening and hipping out. Or we can Zercher squat. I like to get my legs wide and then sit down until the weight's on my knees and then drive it up. And then you can do this with a curved spine as well to incorporate in more of a Zercher squat deadlift motion where we hinge a little and come up, or to bring the legs together and hinge a lot and come up. And so this is a nice combination way to strengthen up the spine while training our squats. So that's a more dynamic way to work in our Jefferson spinal strengthening into some more beautiful compound lifting. And so now we're going to look at how we can build that spinal flexion into our upper body lifting as well. So we use the same bar here. And now we're working on overhead pressing with spinal extension. So we can take advantage of our new mobility, bringing up our weight, and here we arch back, fully flex knees, fully flex glutes, hips all the way forward, spine feels strong, not compressed, and then leaning back, tucking my chin, and pressing from this reclined position will train new patterns for the spine for stability while working our upper body lifts. So we can play with that using our spinal extension in our overhead pressing in order to use our new mobilized spine. And then we also talked about using the lateral spine more explosively. And for this, we'll look at a clean and press. Use a fairly heavy dumbbell here to demonstrate. So what I want to do here is use the lateral plane to lift. So just like we were doing here, as we would do a front clean, we hinge and then we rack it. Here we're going to laterally do this. So the weight goes to my side. This is going to stay pointing in that direction. The bell's not going to rotate. I hinge to the side and then I rack it up here. My arm is fully behind my shoulder. My back muscle, my rhomboids are fully engaged to keep it there. And then I can shift that hip underneath the weight to help me press it up overhead. Bringing it down. Cleaning it up, overhead pressing it, and bringing it down. I want to get more explosive, I bring the spine in. I want to get super explosive, I hip out all the way, and I sling that thing up over my head. Controlling it as much as I can on the way down, using that spinal flexion. That was a heavy dumbbell for me. If I want to do it like kettlebell, I can work on just the motions a little more safely here. Extending it up out, working on my grip strength, keeping the dumbbell high, pressing it up overhead. So here, I stay stable through my core. When I have heavier weight, I need more action. with this kind of weight, I can play with really laterally leaning into getting the weight overhead, which comes into play should we want to do much heavier weight. So there you have it. When you're feeling good about your spinal health and you want to train beyond just the spinal health and strength program, we can add in some days where rather than doing Jefferson's, we do Zercher style deadlifting and squats to work the spine into the leg motions. Again, you're going to lift way less weight here than you do when you're doing your back-loaded squats, or probably even your front-loaded squats, because we're playing with the spinal curvature. So this is more skill work than strength work. We're not worried about numbers. We want to get good function, good strong reps, a lot of blood flow. The size and strength will come once this stuff is locked in. Then it's easier to build muscle on top of these patterns. I'll write up some more programming for the daily stuff, and then we can talk about that.